All right, what's up everyone? So this is gonna be a similar video to my top 5 things that Lords mobile players don't know. This one's gonna be about top 5 worst things that I see experienced players, even like T4 players, doing in Lords mobile. So yeah, subscribe, comment below if there's some things that you do from the top 5 things and that you will not do in the future, or if you see people in your guild doing the same thing. So feel free to comment, like and subscribe for more videos like this. So the first one I want to talk about that I see a lot is auto select. So I see people, they set up a rally or whatever, and then they click the auto select feature. The auto select feature is really bad. It has some good things. Now, it auto-selected my infantry hero because my leader is infantry. But if you don't have all gold heroes, obviously I would not do that. I would not send this girl with defense. I would remove that and select Oathkeeper because Oathkeeper has infantry, HP, and attack. So auto-select fails in that case, but also if you don't have all gold heroes or rank 8, you're probably gonna end up having something like this in your auto select feature, which is really bad. So you want to make sure to send the right heroes in rallies, in attacking, in showdown. A lot of things people are doing the auto select feature, which is not good. And same thing, if I do auto select and I want to do an infantry blast, let's say I put the right heroes, then my familiars, they're gonna select not random. It's not random. They're in order, but obviously it would select this because it's my highest, let's say tier 3 familiar at level 10. So obviously it's gonna select those 3. The auto select feature. It's not what I would want for an infantry blast. I would select this guy and then this guy and then this guy. But yeah, the auto select feature is bad. Don't use that. Make sure to take the extra seconds to select the right heroes and familiars. All right, now number 2, the other thing that I see, leaders. I see mostly free-to-play players. They'll have something like that. They'll have a gray pay-to-play leader, which looks like this on your wall. And whenever you see that, whenever you see a player without a shield with a gray leader like this, it's either that the player is baiting or the player is bad. Most of the time, the player is bad. And the reason for that is they're really excited to have a pay-to-play hero from the limited challenge, and they put that on as their leader on their wall. But what is bad about that is that those heroes, they provide next to nothing. Even the best ones at gray provides next to nothing. 2.5 range HP, 1.5 range attack is really bad. Even a green free-to-play hero is better than that. Let's go look at a hero that has range. I think this one, range and HP. In fact, it's the same thing, 1.5. So even at green, this one's better. So never have a gray pay-to-play hero on your wall. Unless you're baiting, of course, unless you're baiting, which is fine. The other thing you want to avoid also Trickster. Trickster provides no combat boost. I see that a lot. People think, yeah, I want the research speed boost. The research speed boost is active when you get the hero. You don't have to have this as your leader to get the boost. So that's a common mistake that I see a lot of people doing, even experienced one. And then the other thing is you don't want to have a hero where you only have one boost, especially this girl with defense boosts. So even 50% is nice, but there's better heroes on your wall for your leader. I always suggest free-to-play Rose Knight because of the army attack and the cav HP. So the army attack 20% is basically 20% infantry, 20% cav, 20% range, and even 20% siege. So this is better. It's basically 60. It's the equivalent of a 60% attack boost. at the end of the day. So better. And then you also have the cav HP boost, which is really good. So on your wall, you want to have this hero defending. The other one would be Bombing Goblin, which is you get the army attack, but you don't have the, well, I mean, you have Trap, but Trap is trash, unless we're talking about solos. But yeah, army attack is good. You don't have any other combat boosts. And then, but obviously the best one, well, arguably, would be Watcher. So free to play, takes about 2 years to get to unlock to gold on average. That's what I did on my accounts. So obviously, army attack and army HP. So very, very good. Better. This is better than Rose Knight, unless you're running a Cav Blast. Then Rose Knight would be better. But then this is still very, very good. That's why I always have Watcher as my leader, regardless. So experienced players with bad leaders is something that you see a lot. Now, number 3. Okay, number 3. This is something I see often. Also, people will they're gathering, so they have their gather set on. And let's choose something that's further away. Okay, and then they send to, let's say, this tile here. And as you can see with my gather set, I'm gonna gather everything. It's gonna take me 50 seconds to get there. So they send, and they're like, oh crap, yeah, I need to do my familiar because I will be offline for a long time. And then they go on, they change their set to familiar. Oops, change their set to familiar. And then they refresh their gyms, and they do that, and then it takes some time. So I'm taking my time because the point I want to make is that by the time they're done, 20 seconds, and they forget to switch it back to gathering speed. So what's gonna happen is that once my troops hit the tile, there we go. Instead of 437,000, see how much I'm gonna gather. 296. Because my capacity has been lower because I don't have my gather set anymore. Oh wow. This is from a couple this is from a couple 10 minutes ago. That was me. This is weird that it only appears now, but yeah, 12,000. I like that. And then, yeah, so 45 minutes. So my gathering speed is lower, my capacity is lower, and then that's when you see people with that's when you see tiles that are unfinished. So if you do that, obviously you're not gonna gather everything you need to gather. And then people are gonna be pissed off because you're leaving unfinished tiles around the map. So make sure to keep your gathering set, or keep the same set when you send something for gathering. This is a matter of you want to respect your fellow players. Now, the other thing I want to talk about. And this is specifically for free-to-play players, is one thing that I notice. I see people, let's see if we have some in the Alps at the moment. Yeah, I see some people, okay. Wonder, so I don't know about Terrasha. I don't know if Terrasha is a free-to-play or a pay-to-play player. But, if you're free-to-play player, don't research Wonders, okay? And there's good reason for that. Several good reasons for that. First of all, there's next to nothing for free-to-play players down there in that research tree. And I'm talking about Wonder Battles. I'm going to talk about Advanced Wonder Battle. But if you're free-to-play, you're never going to be someone that runs that old forts, that run rallies on Wonder. If you're free-to-play, there should be someone better. Should be someone with better stats, better research in the Wonder Battles than you. So there's no reason to waste your arcade tomes in this research 3. There are a couple research that are interesting. The travel speed for gathering speed for free to play is nice. Gem harvesting is only useful every 3 weeks and only for a couple hours. The bigger bag force march is good if you're a bank, or if you are gathering a lot and sending to banks, or selling resources, but not much else. Training speed is nice, but it's only 10%, and bigger infirmary also 7%. It's nice, but it's only 7%, and you need to use a lot of archaic tomes to get down there. So I don't suggest using your archaic tomes there. And then below that, there's nothing for you. If you're free to play, there's nothing for you down there. Now, if you are doing advanced wonder battles, it's a different topic, because the leadership research, they're pretty nice, especially the attack ones and the HP ones. And sure, they cost a lot of archaic tomes, and you probably need to have unlocked the sigil portion of the leadership before, which I'm not sure. And then the Wonder Rally participant is nice for Dragon Arena if you're a filler, or for WoW and Baron and Chalice. I wouldn't put any of them in Siege, obviously. Maybe Siege Attack for taking rallies. It's always nice to have those guys at the back, having a little bit more attack, but it's irrelevant most of the time. So Advanced Wonder Battles is okay, but Wonder Battles for free to play is completely bad. I would not suggest ever wasting archaic tomes if you're free to play players. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is, so we talked about speed and we talked about gathering, but I want to talk about speed set. So this is my speed set. Before I forget, let's put back Watcher, because I know I could forget. So this is my travel speed set. It's not that great. Could be better. Especially these guys, I would want them to have them gold. But otherwise, it's okay, I guess. Now, the thing is, if you run Darkness, you might find yourself wanting to do a Darkness that's 150 something miles away, because it's a good one. I think I own one. Zero. Yeah, level 6 here, 158 miles away. Let's say that I need to do it in mix or whatever. Let's say that's my mix set. I want to run it in mix set, and then let's say it's infantry. It's gonna take me 17 minutes to walk there. It's a long time. So obviously, a nest that's far like this, you want to walk in speed gear so that your travel speed gets reduced. And in this case, we're talking about, yeah, it's a 4 minute, I would say 4 minute with this. Obviously, 13 minutes as soon as I walk would give me plenty of time to swap back to my war set before hitting the darkness. Now, this is not the problem, guys. The problem people would sometimes forget. It's okay, it happens to everyone. Now, the worst thing that I see is people walking or setting in speed set a nest that's just next to them. How long does it take for an infantry? Would take me 16 seconds to walk in speed set. And if I were to do it in my, let's say that's my infantry set, my mix set, but whatever, how long would it take me? 21. I would be saving 5 seconds. And I would have 16 seconds basically to switch from speed to my war set. There's no reason to walk in speed set whenever you're doing a darkness that's close by. And by close by, I mean within 30 miles or something. Even, I would say, start using your speed set, especially for infantry, if you're like 50 miles and farther than that. Otherwise, you're gonna be forgetting. You're not gonna have enough time to switch, and you're gonna have to redo your darkness all the time. So I see this from experienced players. They just forget because they do other stuff. They set. They go on YouTube. They go on Twitch. They do something else. They go on their alts. So I've seen that often. I do that rarely, but I've done that a couple times. So that's about it. Those are the top 5 of the worst things that I see from experienced players. Let me know in the comment below if you do some of those things, if you see people in your guild, and please share some of the worst things you see that are not, that I did not talk about in this video. So once again, guys, subscribe, like the video, and thanks for watching, and see you later.